Welcome back to the Dreamworthy Destinations podcast. I'm your host, Sierra Dizer, a luxury travel advisor dedicated to helping make your travel dreams a reality. And today, we're going to be talking about UMI UMA, because Crystal Cruises is the only cruise line serving Nobu's culinary experience at sea. For many luxury travelers, some of the most unforgettable moments of a journey happen around the table. The dinner that lasts for hours because no one wants the evening to end. Or the perfectly prepared dish that somehow becomes part of the memory of the trip itself. Or the quiet glow of candlelight reflecting off of the ocean while the conversation flows effortlessly between courses. Because true luxury travel isn't simply about where you go, but it's about the experience and how it makes you feel while you're there. And for travelers who believe that exceptional dining is one of the most meaningful parts of any vacation, Crystal Cruises offers something truly extraordinary. UMI UMA by Master Chef Nobu is the only Nobu restaurant at sea. Elegant, intimate, and unmistakably refined, UMI UMA transforms dinner on board into an experience that you'll remember long after the cruise itself ends. Available exclusively aboard the Crystal Serenity and Crystal Symphony, UMI UMA beautifully blends world-class cuisine, impeccable service, and sophisticated atmosphere into one of the most coveted dining experiences at sea. So if you're wondering where to dine, as I mentioned, UMI UMA is currently only available on the Crystal Serenity and Crystal Symphony. Reservations are required, and it does have a dress code, which is casual until 6 p.m. and resort wear after 6 p.m. But for UMI UMA, there's something truly special about dining at sea in the first place. However, dining at Nobu while you sail through some of the most breathtaking destinations across Europe, Alaska, Asia, or even the Caribbean, that's an entirely different level of luxury. UMI UMA is the only Nobu restaurant at sea, which also makes it one of the most exclusive culinary experiences available in the cruise industry today. From the moment that you enter the restaurant, the atmosphere immediately feels elevated yet calming. You'll find warm ambient lighting, a sleek modern design, intimate seating, understated elegance, and attentive service. This ambiance perfectly mirrors the style of the cuisine itself, which is refined, intentional, and beautifully balanced. So whether you're celebrating an anniversary, a honeymoon, a milestone birthday, or simply savoring an unforgettable evening on board, UMI UMA creates the kind of dining experience that luxury travelers genuinely remember. So let's talk a little bit more about Chef Nobu's signature culinary style. So world-renowned chef Nobuyuki Matsuisha, which is also globally known as Nobu, has built a culinary empire by blending traditional Japanese techniques with bold Peruvian influences. And at UMI UMA, guests experience that same iconic culinary philosophy at sea. So every dish that you enjoy feels artistic, thoughtful, beautifully balanced, and refined without feeling pretentious. The menu combines pristine seafood, bold flavors, delicate textures, elegant presentation, and innovative combinations. Dining here feels less like simply eating dinner and more like experiencing culinary storytelling. And honestly, that's part of what makes luxury travel so memorable. And then, of course, there's all of the signature dishes to savor. Because one of the joys of dining at UMI UMA is that every course feels intentionally crafted. Some of the restaurant's most beloved signature dishes include the Nobu-style black cod, grilled Chilean sea bass, wagyu beef filet steak, and the sushi and sashimi selections. The Nobu style black cod is perhaps the most iconic dish on the menu, and the Nobu style black cod has become legendary among food lovers around the world. It's perfectly buttery and rich with umami flavor, and it's the kind of dish that guests continue talking about long after the meal ends. Then the grilled Chilean sea bass is delicate, flavorful, and beautifully prepared, which perfectly showcases Nobu's balance of subtlety and bold flavor. Then there's the wagyu beef filet steak, which is tender, richly marbled, and expertly prepared. This wagyu filet offers an indulgent dining experience worthy of a truly special evening on board. Then we have the sushi and sashimi selections. The sushi bar offers beautifully crafted sushi and sashimi using exceptionally fresh, high-quality seafood that's been prepared with incredible precision and artistry. So for sushi lovers, this alone can become one of the culinary highlights of your cruise. But UMI UMA is more than just dinner. It's a complete luxury experience. And what makes UMI UMA so memorable isn't simply the food itself. It's the entire atmosphere that surrounds the evening. So many guests on board will begin their night with some cocktails in one of Crystal's elegant lounges, maybe some sunset views from the deck, or champagne before dinner. And then, after an unforgettable meal, they can take a quiet evening stroll beneath the stars as the ship glides peacefully across the water, because those moments become part of the memory too. And honestly, that's what exceptional luxury travel is all about. It's the feeling of slowing down long enough to fully savor the experience while you're living it. And one of the wonderful perks of sailing with Crystal Cruises is that you receive complimentary reservations to UMI UMA. If you are sailing 11 days or shorter, all guests receive one complimentary reservation per guest, while sailings longer than 11 days actually receive 2 complimentary reservations at UMI UMA per guest on the sailing. And then because reservations are highly sought after, booking early is strongly recommended. Additional reservations may also be available on board for an additional fee, but that is subject to availability. For many guests on the longer sailings, having the opportunity to return to UMI UMA more than once becomes one of the highlights of the whole cruise. So in general, we also see that culinary travelers love Crystal Cruises, because luxury travelers today increasingly view dining as one of the most important aspects of travel, and Crystal Cruises does understand that beautifully. Crystal Cruises has built a reputation for exceptional cuisine, sophisticated service, elegant ships, immersive itineraries, and a refined onboard experience. UMI UMA elevates that experience even further by offering something that travelers simply cannot find on any other cruise line. And for culinary-focused travelers, this exclusivity matters, because the most memorable luxury vacations are often defined by the experiences that feel unique, intentional, immersive, and difficult to replicate elsewhere. And dining at the only Nobu restaurant at sea certainly qualifies for that. And I think that UMI UMA is the perfect experience for celebrations and milestone travel. UMI UMA feels especially ideal for celebrating anniversaries, honeymoons, birthdays, retirement celebrations, milestone vacations, grand voyages, and even romantic evenings on board. The intimate atmosphere, exceptional service, and beautifully paced dining experience all work together to create the perfect setting for meaningful moments together. It's easy to imagine yourself toasting with champagne, lingering over your dessert, watching the ocean beyond the windows, and realizing that you never want the evening to end. Those are the experiences that travelers remember forever. So I do have a few tips for you for experiencing UMI UMA. So to make the most of your experience, I do recommend considering these expert recommendations. So first of all, be sure to reserve early. Complimentary reservations are incredibly valuable and do tend to fill quickly on popular sailings. Secondly, if you can plan around a sea day, most travelers enjoy scheduling UMI UMA on a relaxing sea day so you can fully savor the evening without rushing. Thirdly, if you have a longer cruise, you'll have the opportunity to experience multiple visits. And if your sailing includes 2 complimentary reservations, consider trying different signature dishes each evening for a more immersive culinary experience. And then lastly, allow your travel advisor to help you personalize the experience. Some of the special touches can elevate your evening even further, such as preferred seating, celebratory desserts, wine pairings, anniversary surprises, and ideal reservation timing. These thoughtful details often make all the difference. Luxury dining matters in travel, and at the end of the day, luxury dining isn't simply about the food, but it's about how those moments make you feel. So whether it's the atmosphere, the conversation, the service, the anticipation of each course, or the feeling of slowing down enough to truly savor the experience. These are the moments that become intertwined with our memories of a trip forever, and UMI UMA delivers that beautifully. If dining at the only Nobu restaurant at sea sounds like your kind of unforgettable travel experience, I would love to help you plan the perfect Crystal Cruises voyage. From selecting the ideal itinerary to securing preferred dining reservations and other thoughtful onboard experiences, I would love to help you ensure that every detail feels just as seamless and elevated as the voyage itself. Crystal Cruises is the perfect experience for culinary-focused travelers who want restaurant-grade dining at sea, couples who are celebrating an anniversary or a special moment, and guests who are seeking an elegant, intimate dining experience that mirrors the best on land. So we can help secure reservations and craft a full itinerary around your dining preferences. And I'd love to make sure that your UMI UMA evening is flawless. So visit dreamworthydestinations.com today to schedule your complimentary consultation, and we can start planning your next culinary voyage. And don't forget to request UMI UMA early on your booking so we can secure those complimentary reservations. Thank you for embarking on yet another enchanting journey with me on the Dreamworthy Destinations podcast. I hope today's episode sparked your wanderlust and drew your travel dreams a little bit closer to reality. If my travel tales have inspired you today, please don't forget to subscribe on your favorite podcast platform. Your support means the world to me, and so do your reviews. Please share your thoughts and let me know what adventures you're dreaming about next. You can also dive deeper into the world of unparalleled luxury travel by joining my community on social media. Please join my Facebook group, Dreamworthy Destinations, so you never miss an update or a travel tip from the trails that we wander. If you're ready to make your travel dreams come true, you can also schedule a complimentary consultation with me to start planning your next unforgettable getaway. You can visit dreamworthydestinations.com to book your session today. A big heartfelt thank you to each and every one of our listeners. Your passion for exploration keeps Dreamworthy Destinations alive and thriving. Because of you, I continue my mission to turn travel dreams into breathtaking realities. Until our paths cross again, remember, imagine, explore, indulge. May your week unfold with the promise of adventures waiting just beyond the horizon. Keep dreaming and keep exploring, fellow wanderers.